You guys think that Poki's thick? Bro, I am dummy thick. My ass is so dummy thick. Let me tell you. The reason why I record my videos from the waist up is because if I recorded videos from the waist down, I feel like that'd be too strong of a stat boost, okay? I feel like that would be a very unfair advantage, okay? So that's why I don't show my thickness. But if you wanted a preview, guys, welcome back to another video. Hey, sorry it's been so long since I made my last video when I was talking about Nintendo and the toxic fan base. Unfortunately, I have to do this thing. It's called work, and it sucks ass. So if you guys didn't know, Pokimane, aka the #1 most watched and subscribed and followed female Twitch streamer of all time, has been trending off and on for like the past 6 to 7 days. Oh yeah, let me stop and pause right here, okay? Her name is actually Pokimane, not Pokimane, okay? I was on drugs this morning. I don't know why. I just started calling her Pokimane. I've said her name 50 million times. I only realized I started saying it while I was editing this video, so yeah, okay, moving on. To explain why would be a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a lot of little things all kind of just jumbled up into one. I guess for the sake of this conversation, I don't have to, so I'll do a quick TLDR. What had happened was, about a week ago, Pokimane made a tweet that said, "In this industry, a girl fucked up. What a fake boy. Such a worthless piece of shit. Also go die in a hole. God fucked up. Oh my gosh, King, don't worry. Everyone makes mistakes. We know you have a good heart, and we will be here for you forever." Crown emoji. Sad face emoji. Baba boy emoji. Yep, that's the tweet that started it all, okay? Anyway, a lot of top YouTubers, mainly the commentary channels, started clapping back at Pokimane, kind of like poking at all the holes that she just made in that tweet in itself, and then using that as a way to kind of just, you know, debase her entirely by talking about how they don't like her in general. But most of it's just kind of just pointing to the fact that they believe that she's a hypocrite. This is pretty normal whenever someone popular says something controversial, then they start trending, and then people start talking about that said person, and then using that to kind of talk about everything else about him. Anyway, a few days later, and after all those YouTube videos came out, Pokimane makes another tweet addressing the fact that a lot of her critics basically suggest that the reason why Pokimane is popular is because she's attractive. She tweeted, "People don't watch you for your personality or your gameplay. Just average 11,000 viewers with no cam, late at night, and with a 10-second delay, smiley face." This is also like a stab and a clap back towards comments that she gets on a daily basis that suggest that her content is only based on her looks and that she has no personality or gameplay whatsoever. So this is her kind of just, you know, yeah, clapping back at that specific group of people. And yeah, then the process repeats itself over and over in a nutshell. Like, if you just kind of Google her name on YouTube, you'll probably see loads of people just trying to slam her and dunk her for some of the things that she's been saying this week. And then yeah, as of last night, Keemstar's dumbass just kind of like jumped into the conversation completely unprovoked. And he tweeted Pokimane 2 out of 10, which is classic Keemstar, okay? If you don't know Keemstar is the host of Drama Alert. He basically tweets things that make people hate him, because hating Keemstar is what makes him relevant. I've been trying not to make a video about him because I don't like a lot of his interactions and things that he's done in the past. But again, that kind of only fuels his platform. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it another time. But yeah, that's Keemstar in a nutshell. Kind of just bringing himself into the picture and allowing himself to trend worldwide based on hate. Anyway, yeah, I've been kind of watching this whole thing kind of unfold from a distance for a while. But I've decided that now might be a good time to step in and give my 2 cents that nobody asked for, because that's what this channel is about. First, let's start with this tweet, okay? The one that I said I'd get into earlier. Why make this tweet, Pokey? You do realize making this kind of tweet is a gross generalization. It doesn't really even touch on the more complicated issues around the subject. You know, like, Twitter is not that type of platform where you should be making a tweet like this and actually expecting a healthy discussion. So I don't understand the whole point of doing this, knowing full well that once you hit send, it's going to create a lot of hate. And I don't think you just want the hate, but I do think you knew that this would get a lot of attention. So I'm just kind of like, you know, why? Usually when a girl fucks up on Twitch, it usually has something to do with her revealing too much of her assets on stream. Unless you're a Linity, which in that case entails abusing your own pets by either tossing them around while you're on stream or feeding them alcohol from her actual mouth.
Du vodka kiss.
Yeah. That happened. Now, I'm not going to sit here and deny that women don't get a lot of harassment on Twitch, okay? It isn't cool, and I'll go into why I think that is happening in a second. But yeah, there's classic examples of really top, huge figureheads both in the gaming community. Like, there's Dr. Disrespect after he cheated on his wife, where he got all of that hate. There was Bro Jared, who literally had to get off the internet for like 3 to 4 months before he can come back with receipts. There's this huge, you know, culling of the Smash community where half of its, top players and figureheads have been basically been debased and kicked off the platforms for sexual harassment and towards women and minors. Anyway, this tweet is just bad on its own, okay? Like, I do think there is a healthy discussion that can be made. I do think there's valid points that can come from this, but not in the way that it was made. It's almost as if, by using some other form of content, like a video streaming service, would have better suited the context of this specific message. So basically, yeah, it's not a surprise that people, jump down her throat over the tweet. Next, let's talk about the critics and the responses to Pokimane in general. From what I've been seeing, and I've been seeing quite a lot, people are going really hard in on Pokimane. Like, it's going past the point of critique. It's just mean. It's it's like they'll make valid points, but then it'll be fueled with like anger, and then they'll just be mean about it to the point it's harassment and bullying. Like, it takes it one step further, and since they have large audiences, you take a valid point that you could be making some valid criticism, and then you take it that extra step further, and it's kind of fucked up. But again, it's not a surprise based on what Poki tweeted, okay? And I'm not out here defending these critics. All I'm saying is if you have like 2.5 million followers on Twitter and you post something controversial, then it's pretty much expected that you're going to get bombed. You're going to get bombed for doing nothing. You can just be sitting there chilling, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get this drama and attention towards you. But when you make a tweet like that, something's coming down the way, and you got to know what's happening. Next, someone keeps tweeting like some response that she made like back in 2016 where she says the N-word or something like that. I've seen the clips, okay? I've seen the clips where she says the N-word and all that jazz. Most of the time, it's being spammed by some 11-year-old kid who's just trying to seek attention on her tweets, just to kind of like hate bomb her. And I can tell you as a black guy, I don't give a fuck. I can reasonably assure you that the black delegate and its members are not trying to cancel Pokimane for saying the N-word a long time ago. In fact, I'll check right now. Yo, hey, it's me. Hey, are we canceling Pokimane right now?
You mean Pokimane? Yeah, let me check. Let me see. We got Shane Dawson, we got Jeffree Star, we got Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. No Pokimane.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Thanks. Yeah, she's not on our list. Next, let's talk about Poki's latest tweet. Quote, people don't want you for your personality or your gameplay. I just averaged 11,000 viewers with no cam late at night with a 10-second delay. Smiley face. Poki, like, this doesn't hold any weight, okay? You already have a platform. You've already achieved your core audience. Doing a one-time no cam face stream doesn't prove anything. Like, the only thing that it proves is that you have a fan base and a group of people who love you, who want to watch your content, and regardless of how you make it, okay? You have people who care about you and people who support you and people who are loyal, which is a great and beautiful thing, all right? But other than that, it doesn't really prove anything, okay? Now, if you really wanted to drive the point forward, what you'd have to do is something more consistent. Like, you'd have to stream with no face cam for long periods of time, maybe give it like a month or so, and see what happens to viewership, whether it increases or stays the same or decreases. That would be much more of an example of what you could be doing if you wanted to prove that point. But just on its own, that doesn't work that way. But even then, that's stupid and it's unnecessary, okay? There's no reason to go through these theatrics to kind of like prove a point. I think this all boils down to 2 points that need to be made that I feel like aren't being clarified enough in this situation. Number one, shitting on Pokimane because she's attractive is dumb as hell. And number two, pretending that your attractiveness isn't a factor is also dumb as hell. Being a streamer on Twitch or a gaming personality, whatever you want to call it, it's not just about playing video games, okay? You don't get popular on Twitch just by playing video games. It's not like the best Twitch streamer is going to be the person who plays the most video games. It doesn't work that way. This is going to be an eye-opener, okay? But the fact of the matter is that everyone has like a stat boost that kind of boosts the quality of their content, kind of like an RPG. And I'm not even exaggerating. Maybe you're pretty or handsome or attractive. This happens to be more of a boost if you're a woman in a male audience culture. Maybe you're funny and you have a natural talent for making people laugh. Maybe you're really, really good at video games and people want you to see high level of play. Maybe you're a rager and people just enjoy seeing you get angry. Maybe you have a great voice that's nice to listen to regardless of what you're talking about. Regardless of whatever gimmick or stat boost that you have, all of these things play into a major part as to why you get viewer retention. It just so happens that Pokimane just happens to be very attractive, okay? There. I said it, all right? I'm a simp. Cancel me immediately. No, but for real, she's super cute and nice to look at. So it'd be kind of ridiculous to think that this is somehow a non-factor when it comes to being the #1 most viewed female streamer in the world, right? We get that, right? You guys get that. Pokey gets it. We all know that this plays into the formula. And it's okay. That's my point. There's no reason to pretend like your stat boost doesn't exist. And there's also no reason to get mad at somebody who has a stat boost. Take me, for example, okay? You guys think that Pokey's thick? Bro, I am dummy thick. My ass is so dummy thick. Let me tell you. The reason why I record my videos from the waist up is because if I recorded videos from the waist down, the entire YouTube community would just simp for me, okay? It would be a natural disaster. I'd be too strong, okay? You know, all the simps right now, all the support that's going to Pokimane and Belle Delphine and Nico Lulz, all of those guys would become groveling to me because of my thickness. It's that powerful. And I feel like that'd be too strong of a stat boost, okay? I feel like that would be a very unfair advantage, okay? So that's why I don't show my thickness. But if you wanted a preview, now look, I'm not stupid, okay? I do think a lot of the gaming community is misogynistic, okay? I think that stems from the fact that a lot of the guys and the guy viewers are just mad that women get that natural stat boost by being an attractive girl on Twitch, combined with the fact that some of the girls, they use their stat boost to kind of milk the audience in a way that kind of turns a Twitch stream to almost an OnlyFans stream. But in general, women get a lot of unnecessary hate on this platform, okay? It's an issue. It's not cool. There needs to be some kind of reform. I'm not exactly sure what you do to deal with that huge toxic environment of just guys who just like to dunk on girls. I don't know what to do about it, but it's there, okay? And to pretend that it doesn't exist is kind of silly. I think a lot of it comes up from straight up jealousy, you know, because a lot of these guys are basic. They have no stat boost, okay? It's their average. So they're watching all these girls with these natural stat boosts come out there and get these numbers, and they're like, oh, they're not truly gamers. They don't deserve to be having that kind of attention or audience. Like, bro, work on your own stat boost, okay? It's easier to dunk on girls because they're such easy targets in the gaming community. But you could just work on yourself, okay? Maybe if you looked at yourself and tried to create something that is a stat boost, you'd probably be successful. But 9 times out of 10, if you're spending your time dunking on other people, then you're probably going to be worthless forever. So it just be like that sometimes. Anyway, TLDR, I feel like a lot of this feuding can be resolved peacefully if we all kind of acknowledge the stat boosts, how they come into play, and how it's okay to have them. Having a stat boost doesn't suddenly throw you into becoming like the best streamer or content creator in the world, okay? I know plenty of attractive girls on Twitch that I've been viewing who are crazy attractive, but they have like the most boring streams of all time. I know a lot of people who are really, really good top pro players, but they have like no energy. They are completely boring to watch on the platform. Like, you can have a stat boost, but just not do anything with it. More importantly, we don't make fun of people who have these stat boosts. Like, if someone has a really good voice, we don't go to their streams and be like, hey, you're only crazy popular because you have a crazy good voice, or you're only crazy popular because you're crazy good at video games. Like, these other stat boosts that people have, no one's going into their streams and harassing them for having it. The only one that seems to be the common denominator for people to be harassed about when it comes to being having an advantage or a one-up or something like that is being attractive, and specifically being an attractive girl. I personally think it's messed up to insult Pokey and deny that her platform wasn't something that she worked hard to create. I mean, like, she put in the time, okay? She networked, she created the content, her makeup stays on point. I mean, I don't know what her workout routine is, but maintaining a quality physique is not easy. I really do wish people would ease off her back, just because, like, you know, at the end of the day, man, we're all people, okay? Behind all of these smokes and mirrors, yo, we've got feelings, and we're just regular human beings, yo. And it's crazy how, like, these hordes of people will go through loops to try to hurt somebody, to damage somebody they don't even know. And then when the unthinkable happens, when someone gets harassed to the point where they hurt themselves, you know, everyone has this shocked, you know, surprised Pikachu faced about how everything happened, and then suddenly everyone's standing for mental health. And it's like, it's such a hypocritical environment that we live in, and I think it just is what it is. I don't think it's going to change. It just be like that. That's the environment that we're in. I have no faith in the internet culture. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video, okay? If you made it this far, you are legally obligated to drop a like in the video, okay? You just have to. I don't make the rules. That's just what it be. And also, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, okay? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm missing something? Do you think I hit the point? yeah, I'll be looking at the comments and seeing what you guys have to say. I always enjoy doing that after videos, just to, you know, get more points of view. But yeah, anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for listening. Me ramble and rant about this subject. Pokey, if you're watching this video, I hope you have an amazing and great day and continued success in your career and future. I think you're an amazing person, and I think you'll be just fine. Keep shaking off the haters, but also, you know, kind of embrace the fact that, you know, you're attractive, that you got your stat boost. Embrace it, okay? I think also if you kind of embraced it, I mean, I don't think Pokey's going to watch this, but look, Pokey, if you're watching this, I think if you embrace it, I think actually you'll probably get more support, because I think it's okay to have that. I think it's okay for that to be the case. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Peace.